Hello guys, welcome to SMH Solution. Today we are going to discuss regarding Azure Point to Site VPN configuration. Azure Point to Site VPN gateway connection lets you create a secure connection to your virtual network from an individual client computer. So from an individual client computer, wherever it is using, you can access the Azure resources. From Azure resources you can access. So for this purpose we have the following steps. Okay, one by one steps I will tell you, and we will go to the Azure portal, and one by one we will implement that one. First thing is that we will create a virtual network and a subnet. Then we will create a virtual network gateway. Then after that we will create a virtual machine. Okay, anyway, we can go to first we can create virtual network and subnet. We will go to Azure portal. I already opened this portal. So virtual network creation, you can search virtual network virtual networks here. Anyway, I already opened this one previous time, so it's came here in the recent services. Double click on that one, then click create button, then select your subscription, then select resource group. I already created one resource group. That one I am selecting. And the virtual network, you can give one name. So I will give the name P2S V network. Okay. Then region, I will select it as West Europe. If you want, you can select in other area also. Then I will go to the IP address, and this is the IP address of, if you want you can change the IP address also, but anyway I am selecting the default IP address series. And subnet name, click on this subnet option. From here the name I will change it as P2S subnet, and the subnet address range also I will make it as a default one. If you want, you can change that one also. Click on save. So this will be created. Then next, security, here everything we will make it as a default. Tags also we will make it as a default. Review plus create. Validation passed. Then we will click on the create button. Deployment is in progress now. Yeah, deployment is complete. Now we have created a virtual network. We created now. Its name is P2S V network. Now next step is to create a virtual network gateway. Without this virtual network gateway, you cannot create VPN option. You cannot. For that purpose, we are using this virtual network gateway. So we will go to Azure again, home page. Then you can select virtual network gateways. You can search, but anyway, previously for checking purpose, I created this one. Double click on this virtual network gateways. Create, click on the create button. Subscription, we will select the same subscription. Resource group, you can see. Name we will give P2S VNet gateway we will give. Same region we will make it as West Europe. Gateway type we will select as VPN. VPN type we will select it as root based. And this queue you can select whatever you want. Anyway, I will make it as the default one. Generation default one I am selecting. Then virtual network you can select the same network what we created now. P2S V network we will create. And this virtual network gateway subnet address range series. Then for this virtual network gateway, we need a public IP address. That one we will give one name you can give P2S public IP we will give. Then you have to select a zone regarding this one. I will make it as 2 zones. Other everything I will make it as the default. Tags I will not select anything. Now review plus create. And please note that this virtual network gateway creation it will take minimum 10 to 15 minutes. It will take minimum. Now you can see submitting the deployment. Deployment is in progress. So meanwhile, what we will do, we can go to next step. What we have discussed next step is that create a virtual machine within the create a VM within the virtual network. Okay. So now what we are creating this VM, the thing is that with the after we will create the VPN client, we can access this virtual machine without help of the public IP address. So we will go to home, then we'll go to all resource. We will go to home, then we will search for virtual machines. Virtual machines. Create. Same resource group we will select. We can give the virtual machine name as P2S VM. Region also I will make it as same region. West Europe. Availability options now I will make it as the default. This one also I will make it as default. Image we will select 2019 data center. Then username I will create for accessing this VM. I will give the password also. RDP we will enable. Then discuss I will make it as a default. Networking also I will make it as a default because it's automatically taken the already existing virtual network, and its subnet also it is already taken, and the public IP is also created. Then management will make it as default, monitoring default, advanced default, tags default, then review plus create. Validation passed. Now it is going to create. Still submitting the deployment now. Deployment is in progress now. What about the other one? We can see also that means virtual network gateway. That is also still deployment in progress. After creating this virtual machine, what we will do is that we will go to my local computer. That means in my local laptop. There we will, next step, you can see that the root certificates you have to create. Yes, create the root VPN certificates on my client laptop. I need to create that one. So for creating the root VPN certificates, we have these following commands. First command is for the root certificate, then second one is for the client certificate. And this I will add this command in my description. You can select this command. Anyway, what happened to our VM creation? VM also deployment is in progress in the VM creation. Anyway, no issue, we can just wait. Right now you can see virtual network we have created, as well as a subnet we have created. Then virtual machine, yeah, right now virtual machine is also created now. Then virtual network gateway, it is running, it will take time. If you want to connect this virtual machine, you can connect now. Click on the RDP button without the local network. Okay, this one is with the help of public IP. Right now we are connecting this virtual network. I am connecting this virtual machine. Now we can wait for some times. Within that time, we can go to my local computer. This is my local computer. Here I will open my Windows PowerShell. Here we will create the root certificates. First command, you can come here and copy and paste this command. And this command is successful. The next command you can take and run this command also. Yeah, if these commands are correct, then thumbprint it will come. So the thing is that right now these two commands executed. Now we can go to our certificate manager. There is the command, you can see CERT I will run that one. Yeah, from this personal you can go to this personal certificates, you can see. This is your root certificate. You have to export this one and you have to copy the command inside this root certificate. That one you have to copy in our Azure. First, anyway, I will export this one. All tasks, export. We don't need any private key. Make it as base 64 encoded. You can give one name as well as which location you want to copy. Yeah, I will select desktop. Name I will give root certificate, CERT. So this will be in our desktop. Export successful. Okay, close the PowerShell also. Here you can see, yes, root certificate is here. And this root certificate, how we will see the data, that means commands inside this root certificate, is that we will use and open this one with the help of the notepad. So open with notepad. Okay, now from this one to this area we will copy. Okay, first we can check whether our network gateway is created or not. Anyway, our virtual machine we can go. Yeah, it's opened already. Azure VM, it is already opened. Okay, now I will tell you, if I will create one folder here, new folder, I will make it as Azure share. Okay, I will share this folder. If you are accessing this one with the help of this command, you can access from this Azure virtual machine itself. But If you will come to my local PC, you want to access that shared folder by using same command. You can see what will happen now. You cannot access that one. That is the main thing. So if you want to access like that, because the thing is that most of the companies, they will create one shared folder in their on-premise server and their mapping. But instead of, if they don't have any server in the on-premise, and if they will create a virtual machine inside that on-premise server inside Azure, and they will create like that any folder, and they want to share it, they can use the this VPN client option. So you can see that file share you cannot accessible from here. Anyway, now we can go to our Azure portal. You can check what happened to our gateway, or still deployment is in progress. We need to wait some more times. We can wait anyway. Still, this virtual network gateway creation is still running. Okay, we can wait anyway. What we will do next is that after creating this virtual network gateway, we will go to the settings part of this one. Then there is option is there point to site configuration. There we will add the already created root certificate of our client machine. Then we will download the VPN client gateway. We will download, and that VPN client we will install in my local computer. Then we can access the Azure virtual machine without public IP address, as well as the shared folder inside that virtual machine. We can wait. We have to wait near to some times. Please be patient. Still deployment is in progress. Guys, we need to wait. Deployment is still it is in progress only. Now it's taken near to 70 minutes for this deployment. Yeah, guys, at last the deployment succeeded. You can see here. So we will go to our virtual network gateway named P2S VNet gateway. So here that we discussed, we will go to this point to site configuration. This configuration now we will do it. And we have to give an address pool for this one. I'll give and a tunnel type. We will select it as IKEv2 SSTP select. For the VPN, we need a tunnel. Then authentication type, we will make it as certificate based. Azure certificate, we will select. And root certificate. Yeah, here I told you that the certificate, that whatever we have created a certificate, that you should have to copy here. So I will give one name. I'll give same name root certificate. I will give. Then that certificate we have to copy. So we will come to our desktop. Here I already created this certificate, right? And this certificate part I already copied to this notepad that I will copy now. Control C. Then, sorry guys, we will come here. Then here we will copy. Here we will paste. Then next thing is anything? No. Now we will save this one. Saving the virtual network gateway. Then after this virtual network gateway point to site configuration will be successful, Then you can see here the option download VPN client. Then we need to download this VPN client, and you have to install this one in your local laptop or local PC. We can wait for this configuration now. Anyway, this will not take that much time. Previously, this virtual network gateway time, it's taken near to 25 minutes. Here you can see saving the virtual network gateway. Yeah, you can see saved virtual network gateway. Yeah, after this saving option, you can see download VPN client. Now we will download this client. It is downloading now. I will go to my download folder, show in the folder. Here I will extract this one. This is the one. Now we will configure this gateway client. Here my laptop is 64-bit. I will select this one. Double click on this one. Select yes. Do you wish? Yeah, we need to install VPN client. Now this VPN client will be installed, so that what we will go is that we will go to the settings for accessing this VPN client. From the settings, you can just search for VPN, then click on the VPN settings. Here you can see this is the VPN P2S V network. Click on the connect button, then you can see the Azure VPN connection. Connect, continue, yes. It is connected now. You can see here it is connected. Now what we have to do? Previously we accessed this virtual machine with the help of the public IP address, and we are not able to access this shared folder because it is in different network series. So what we will do is that first, what is the IP address of this one? Local IP address of this Azure virtual machine is 10.0.0.4. Okay. Anyway, I'm closing this one now. So from here, this is my local laptop. Here I am going to access this one with the help of the MSTSC remote connection, and we are using the IP address, local IP address 172.16, sorry, 10.0.0.4. This is the local IP address, not a public IP address. You can see it is going to connect. I will click on user ID, password, yes, yeah, it is access, right? If you want to map that shared folder, what you will do in the command prompt, you will come same IP address 10.0.0.4. We will click on that one. What will happen? We can see now. Yeah, you can see this one is also connected. If you want to map this one, Control C, then PC, then what you will do, map network drive option will be there, map network drive, paste it here. Okay, this one is pasted here. If you want to add anything here, just like this. Okay, I copied this one to here, it is copied here now. Yeah, certificates is copied. If you will go to this remote desktop, here you can see it's mapped. So then after you doing this VPN point to site VPN client configuration, you don't need to worry about anything, and it should be secured also. Okay guys, thank you so much. We can see you on the next video.